Let's take a minute to talk about autosave real quick. It's a kind of controversial feature because it can kind of put you in a bad place. It can also bail you out of some seriously bad situations. I'm going to open up a sketch file here that I have saved on my desktop. And let's say that I make a mistake. Or let's just say I make a change and I don't realize that it's a mistake yet. If I simply close this document, it does not ask me if I want to save those changes. Those changes have already been saved. It saves automatically to try to help me out. It doesn't help me out if I make a mistake, and it saves my mistake. So what do we do if autosave does automatically save a mistake? Well, the cool thing about autosave is that it's auto-saving our mistakes in different versions, which are stored within the file, and we can access those. If we head up to the File menu, we have a Revert To option. And next to Revert To, we have Browse All Versions. Now what that does is brings us into this miniature time machine feature, just like the time machine feature built into your Mac, except this is specific to the document that I'm looking at. You'll see that the current document on the left has the problem that I created, that deleted area, and the document on the right-hand side is from 5:52 p.m., before I created that problem. So I can either click on this document and restore the whole thing, or I can even grab the pieces that have gone missing and copy and paste them over. In my case, I'm going to restore the whole document. Let's scroll over. Problem solved. So autosave didn't really put me in too bad of a spot. Now, reverting to a previous version of a document usually works, but sometimes, depending on what has happened, it may not work. It's just the reality of it. So my recommendation to you is to use File, Save As. And you guys are probably familiar with Save As, and you are probably aware that it's missing. So you're saying, okay, you want me to use Save As, but I don't have Save As. The trick is, if you hold the Option key on your keyboard, below Save, you get Save As. Normally, there's a Duplicate button, and the Duplicate button will allow you to duplicate a document as a new version before you've made changes. Usually, when I realize that I need to save a document as a new version, I've already made those changes, which is why I recommend holding the Option key and using Save As. For those of you who are unclear as to what the difference is between Save and Save As, Save is Save As the very first time you save a document, but from that moment forward, Save just updates the document. It saves over the same document, whereas Save As means I would like to save this document as an additional copy, a second copy. So I could just throw a number at the end, and I do recommend versioning your files with numbers, so that way you can tell which are the earlier versions, which are the later versions. You can see in this document name, I have the word final. Now, final's not final if you make changes to final. Are you going to have done, almost done, thought I was done, final, was final? Don't use words like that. I did because it actually is final for the demo content, which I'm providing you guys with. But I do recommend using numbers instead of words like that at the end of your file names to keep your version straight.